Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Factorio, and we're making plastic. I basically just set up exactly what I said I was going to do. I put these four things down here. I got oil running to them. I'm running the petroleum out of here, and the petroleum is making plastic. Now, eventually, this is going to stop because this guy, notice he's filling up with light oil. This light oil has nowhere to go except for these pipes. As soon as these pipes fill up, and these pipes are actually going to be worse because they're filling up faster because there's less of them. When these pipes fill up, we're going to run out of places to put those products, and if the system can't create the products, it just stops producing them. And right now, I'm going to eventually do something with this plastic. I just want to get it out of the way so we don't use it up, or so we don't fill up this belt, I should say. So what do you do when you fill up with heavy petroleum here? And you see this is full now, so these guys aren't running anymore, and this pipe is running out of petroleum. And I'm still researching garbage that I don't care about. Let's go ahead and research trains just because, reasons. But yeah, see, our petroleum is going down. And when that gets to zero, this will stop. So before that happens, I've researched a technology that not only does it give me those pumps I wanted last time that I just gave up without, it also gives me the ability to store oil in a storage tank, which takes iron plates and steel, which we don't have any of. Eventually, we're going to want a factory that makes these things, as I say about everything. But for right now, let's just make our own. And we're going to make... let's just make 6. Because you want some storage for everything, but not too much. You don't need too much storage. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just place it kind of off to the side. And then notice these things connect here. They don't connect like this. So I can do this, and then I can rotate it and do this. And then what I can do here is right next to it, I can put this one, and then this one, and then this one. And then these guys are separate from each other, which is very nice when it comes time. See, we're not making plastic anymore because we ran out of petroleum. So, actually underground. You always want to go underground. Underground to here. And then underground to here. And then here. Now that's making heavy oil. And note, we're now doing this. But now light oil is going to have a problem. So we're going to bring the light oil underground. Oh, we now have railways, which we're not going to be using for quite a while. Let's go ahead and do steel furnaces, which we're also not going to use possibly ever. It seems dumb to do that, but it'll be nice when I need to walk through there. So there we go. Now we have light oil processing, and we've got this. And really, what I need to do now that I've got plastic, I hate to do it, but I almost want to get advanced oil processing. Advanced oil processing is a key ingredient to a lot of awesome. If you look here, in and of itself, it's probably not that big of a deal. But advanced oil processing, wherever it is, right here, what it gives you is the ability to turn everything into petroleum. It lets you turn heavy oil into light oil, and then light oil into petroleum. It also gives you the advanced oil processing, which makes more petroleum out of the crude oil by mixing it with water. Thing is, it takes 75 Science Pack 3s, which we can make by hand. I don't really want to make them by hand, but we can with batteries. So that's kind of an advanced thing. So I think I'm actually going to skip it until we get robots going. I want to get robots going so bad. It's not even funny. So I think we now finally have all the ingredients to make a RoboPort. We need advanced gear circuits. Advanced gear circuits take plastic. So we got electronic circuits, plastic, and copper cables. We now have all the ingredients to make this. And I think we should make it down here. We're gonna everything that takes any oil, I think we're gonna do down here. So let's go ahead and chop these trees down here. Oh, this isn't a tree, this is a rock. Let's chop this rock down. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make a very simple factory that's just going to make us, say, 10 RoboPorts. So let's plop this down and see what we need here. This is the first step in any process is what the heck do you need? So to make a RoboPort, if I can find it, this guy needs 45 steel plates, 45 gear wheels, and 45 advanced circuits. That's crazy. We know how to make gear wheels, and we are already making steel plates. So we need a factory, though, that makes gear circuits. Let's go ahead and put it up here. To make advanced gear circuits, if I could click the right things, we need regular circuits, more plastic, and copper cables. At least we know how to make those. Now, it's going to take 8 seconds to make one gear circuit, or to make one advanced circuit. That means we're going to be generating a roboport every, I think it's 45 seconds. Yeah, and I think that's fine. I don't think we need to be generating more than one every 45 seconds. We're not going to be placing these things down at anything even resembling that. So, can we make 45 of these in 45 seconds, or one a second, basically? Geez. Advanced material processing 2. Electric furnace. That's what we want. We want the electric furnace. We don't care about the regular furnace. So let's just go ahead and make an electric furnace here. The answer is pretty much we need 8 of these a second to be able to make this every 45 seconds. This takes 15 seconds, and we need 45 advanced circuits every 15 seconds, which means we need 3 advanced circuits every second. Is that correct? I think so. I don't think... Did I say 3? I honestly don't know. I think I'm going to make 3 and assume that's right. So this is like in a terrible spot. So let's put this guy here and this guy here. Let's break off these guys and put this guy here and this guy here. Advanced circuit, right click, left click, left click. Roboport. There. Okay. There's our advanced circuits. Now, what do advanced circuits need? Advanced circuits need electronic circuits, plastic, and copper. And they need 2 electronic circuits, 2 plastics, and 4 copper. And I think, can we get away with 1 copper cable producer for all 3 of these? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Let's put it here. This is going to be an ugly factory, but that's the way it works. When you're learning, you don't want to make it pretty. Okay, copper cable factory makes 1 copper cable every half second. These guys need 4 copper cables every 8 seconds, or a half second per copper cable. So they each need 1 of these, which makes it easy for me, because then I can just go 1, I guess 2, 3. So at least that part's easy. Copper cable, right click, left click, left click. And I should be setting up my arms as well, of which I have none. We're making blue arms up here somewhere, aren't we? Yeah, because I was replacing everything. There's my blue arms. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually put all these arms into here, or at least as many of them as I can. And then I'm going to take the arms out of here so that so he's not pulling arms off the stack. And I think I can also put some arms into here, can't I? Yeah. Might as well put as many of them in here as I can. Just so we stop making them, and we're recycling the arms that we already have, basically. So we want to put these in here, these in here, these in here, and then this, and this in here. Okay, what else do these guys need? They need electronic circuits, which also need copper cables, which is kind of annoying, because we know how to make electronic circuits. We make them up here already. Thing is, we probably need 3, which kind of sucks, because we know how to make 2. Yeah, now the question is, do I want to make 6 and put 3 into each? Or put 2 into each? I think I do. And I think I want to reconfigure this thing. This is going to be a little bit more involved than I thought it would be. So let's fix that. Let's just fix it all right now. I hate to tear it all apart. What we need to do is we need to learn how to make red circuits. That's the problem, is we're not learning how to make red circuits before we're trying to make plastic, or before we're trying to make roboports. And red circuits is obviously a thing we need to learn because we don't know how to do it. So let's start from scratch. Red circuits. I'm just going to stop at that. Every time that thing pops up, it annoys me. Okay. Red circuits need 2 electronic circuits. We don't know how to make 2. We make 3. So we're going to make 3 red circuits at a time. Which means we're going to do this and this. We're actually going to do something similar to what we did before. And this pipe's in the way. Everything. I don't have enough room to do anything I want to do. Okay, so we're going to do this. This. And this. There we go. There's a mod that gives you longer reach, and I've really seriously considered installing it. Okay. Copper cables. Green circuits. Red circuits. So now, we've got our green circuits. Now we need copper cables and plastic bars. We've already decided we want 1 copper cable per red circuit. So we need 3 more of these factories. The problem here is then we don't have any way to get plastic into this middle guy. Well, we kind of do. We can bring them up through the middle, but that's ugly, but we're going to do it anyway. So then these guys are making copper cables. Right click, left click, left click. I think we can get away with 1 of these. And then we need... let's flip this guy. How far can you go? You can just go to here. And I think we're going to do that, although you're backwards, aren't you? There we go. Okay. Copper cable needs copper. This has to be a plastic line. I am doing everything wrong. Okay. There we go. Now he's going the correct direction. This guy needs to go under here. To here. And then we need these arms putting into here. And then we got to keep this running around. To here, where we're going to have more arms. Nice and symmetrical. This has to go underground. Because we also need plastic over here. We're going to have... This is so ugly. But yeah, we're going to have plastic here. Turning this corner. And then also coming out here. Where we're going to have this inserter. And then over here we're going to have an inserter. For the plastic that's coming down here. And doing that. Now this plastic is going to come from here. And I am out of frickin' belts again. And I'm being attacked. I knew it would happen eventually. I was just hoping it would happen sooner. It looks like my turrets did take care of the problem, which is nice. Was it this turret here? Yeah, nothing got hurt, which is the important thing. And this turret has used some of his bullets, but he has tons, so we're fine. And we're not making bullets. We've got some steel. We've got plastic on this line. How do we get plastic on this line? It always alarms me when there's stuff on the line that I don't know where it came from. But it must have been while I was finagling with this thing and it just got through here. But the important thing is we still have the bullets, so we're good. Okay, how are we doing on underground belts? We might as well grab 50 of these. And then the regular belts, which are right here, let's just grab 100 of these. We're about to switch over to red belts, but I kind of wanted to get the robots up and running before I switch to red belts. Because I think Factory 3.0 is going on the other side, excuse me, of the, it's going on the other side of the smelters that we have there. It's going to be heading off the other direction. Okay, now actually what I can do here is I can flip this guy around. And we can get more plastic on the belt here. And we need power. We need lots and lots and lots of power. Let's start at the top here. Where can we put power most effectively? Oh, it's not gonna get those from here. So we've got to put a power pole here. Then we might as well put a power pole here and here. That way it'll get those guys. Then a power pole here. Then here. And here, and here, and here. This guy doesn't have power. This is so ugly. Yeah, these guys all have power. So why are they not functioning? This guy has all of his plastic. He's not getting any copper cables. This is plastic, not copper. I was supposed to run the plastic into here, not into there. We can keep this line. We just don't want plastic on it. We want copper on it, which means we'll probably actually run it the other way. Now that I'm looking at this thing, there's more plastic here. I think actually it's better off if we run the line like this. Oops. I'll have to reverse that underground thing there. Oh. There we go. And then reverse this underground one. And then we can bring copper down from up here. Oh, from here. This is the actual copper bus right here. We're actually encroaching into our bus, but this bus probably isn't going to be going any farther than it is right now anyway. This is, yeah, this should be the one going underground. There we go. Now, as soon as the copper gets there, these guys are going to start making copper, putting it into these guys. And they're not going to actually run, though, until they get these. And this is, now remember, this is just to generate red of these things. And I have no way to get the red out of this guy in the middle. That's what you call a design flaw. It's fixable, but it's annoying. This whole thing is fixable, but annoying. I also can't get out of here. I can, actually, from here. Why aren't these guys running? Why aren't they running? They're already full. These guys are already full. They need iron. So I'm also not bringing iron to these guys like I should. And iron is going to be an even bigger problem than copper was. I think I need to run iron on this line along with the copper. Ugh. This is a pain. Oh, now I'm actually being blown up. To be honest, I like the distraction. Where are you blowing things up? They're tearing up my mines. Where are they? I guess the turrets took care of them. Yeah, the turrets must have taken care of them. There aren't any attacking up here or anything, are there? Yeah, the turrets took care of them but died in the process. So, that's annoying. I do have bullets, but I don't have turrets. I can make 2. Let's go ahead and make 2 turrets. Yeah, we're going to have to switch over to laser turrets, and we might want to start thinking about walls, too. I could run a wall down here, then another one across here. Something along those lines. But it could have been worse. They could have disrupted my mining operation, and they didn't, so I'm going to call that a win. Yeah, look at they were like swarming this guy. That's crazy. You can see their dead bodies all around. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, and he's the only one who actually died. Looks like they came from over here, although they didn't attack this one. I kind of wish I could place 3 turrets. Because it looks like they came after this one. Yeah, they came from down here too. So yeah, let's put this turret back as well. There we go. Got half of them back. Put them into here. Yeah, I think I want at least 2 more turrets. I thought I was making turrets up here. But I guess probably not. But yeah, I have let the biters go a little bit longer than I probably should have. Is this turrets? This is turrets, and there are 50 of them. Let's take 25. Let's go get our bullets. Let's just take them all. God, these things run so slow. Let's go ahead and fix that. Oh, jeez, that scared me. Yeah, that's all we need here. So yeah, you're doing a good job. But we could obviously use more turrets up here. So let's go ahead and place a couple more. Let's put one here. Yeah, they're not coming after the science labs, which is good. Let's put one here. And let's put one here. We're going to really beef up the turreting here. Trying to figure out, can I put half? No, I can't. I can remove half with shift click. No. Control right click. There we go. So can I insert half with control right click? No. Okay, there we go. There's those guys. The pump jacks are completely unprotected, which scares me. So let's go ahead and fix that. We'll put one here. Until they actually attack in force, I'm not going to be too worried. But I'm going to put them around so that everything is protected. And I think I'm going to end the episode here. I might go around and clean out the biters on my own again, because you've already seen me do that, and there's nothing special about it. It's just placing the turrets, putting the bullets in the turrets, killing the bases. One thing I can do fairly soon is do the same thing, but with laser turrets. I don't think I can build laser turrets. Yeah, I need batteries for laser turrets, so I have to finish my plastic, which is or my oil processing, which is turning out to be a little bit more of a rigmarole than I thought. I might also give this some thought off camera as well. There's got to be a better way to do this. Obviously, people do it. I just need to think it out. I'm trying not to be spoiled in this game. I'm trying not to look up what other people do, although I have watched some people do YouTube videos. I just don't pay that much attention to what they do. So I don't know the best way to make red things, but obviously I've hit a bit of a snag here in that I just need more inputs than I really have access to, and I need to think about the ratios and figure out what I'm going to do. I also need to then take this to the next step, which is once I get this and I can get red science out of here, or red thingamahoozits. I need to put those into, as I said before, where is it? Roboports. And one option here is I can build a couple Roboports manually just by taking the advanced circuits out of these guys, although they need green circuits. Oh yeah, we need to put iron in here. So I need to fix that. But first of all, I got to show up my borders. So I'm going to do all that off camera. I'm going to come back and I might make a couple Roboports, and then we can get the logistic robots, and maybe we should just make these advanced circuits with logistic robots, which is kind of funny because you need them to make them. But once we have a few, then we'll be fine. Looks like they also took out a power pole, which is always annoying. But we might as well put one of our big power poles in here and get that going. But I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoy watching me flail around. It's part of the game. So I'm not going to cut out too much of it because it's part of the game. And you, I assume, are watching this to watch me play the game. Anyway, I'm HMV and I will, as always, forget my bullets up front, up top, and talk at you later.